Dear students, Namaste and welcome back to a new mathematics session. In the previous session, we have discussed up to question number 12 from exercise 3.2. And in today's session, we shall discuss the remaining problems from exercise 3.2. Let's move on to the topic. Let's begin with question number 13. If f of x is equal to matrix cos x minus sin x 0, sin x cos x 0, 0, 0, 1, show that f of x into f of y is equal to f of x plus y. This is what the question. Here f of x 3 by 3 matrix is given, 3 rows and 3 columns. Then we are asked to prove f of x into f of y is equal to f of x plus y. So let's begin. First write the given matrix, that is f of x is equal to the given matrix cos x minus sin x 0 and so on like this. Then here one more term is mentioned, that is f of y. So here f of x means this is variable, all the variables are in x. So f of y, if you want to write, means just to replace the variable with a y. X replace and put y, that is f of y is equal to cos y minus sin y 0, sin y cos y 0, 0, 0, 1. So f of x and f of y we have written. Then we have to go for multiplying f of x and f of y. So f of x into f of y is equal to, here the order is very important. You should not change the order because matrix multiplication is not commutative. F of x and f of y. F of x into f of y is equal to first f of x, second f of y. Then just to multiply, matrix multiplication we know, first row with the first column, then we will get the first element, first row with the second column, then we will get the second element of the first row in the resultant matrix, first row with the third column and so on. So let's multiply it. First one, cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y plus 0 into 0 is 0. So just to multiply and add, here plus into minus, minus sin x plus minus sin x into sin y, means plus into minus is minus. So that's why we write cos x cos y minus sin x sin y plus 0. So that is what the first element. Next is first row with the second column. For that, cos x sin y, there is a minus sign, so we write minus cos x sin y. Then here also there is a minus sign, so we write minus sin x cos y. Then next is 0 into 0 is 0, so we will be writing as minus cos x minus sin y minus sin x cos y plus 0. Next is first row with the third column. Here cos x into 0, 0, minus sin x into 0, 0, 0 into 1 is 0. So when we add everything, we will get 0. Next is second row with the first column. So when we do second row with the first column, we will get a second row first element in the resultant matrix. That means sin x into cos y plus cos x into sin y plus 0 into 0. So we will be getting as sin x cos y plus cos x sin y plus 0. Then second row with the second column, sin x into minus sin y, that is minus sin x sin y plus cos x cos y plus 0 into 0, 0. So that will be written. Next is second row with the third column, 0 into sin x, that is 0, cos x into 0, that is 0, 0 into 1 again 0. So when we add all, we will get 0. Next is everything is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0, 0. Then with third row with the first column, everything will be 0. Then we will be getting the sum as 0, 0 into cos y is 0, 0 into sin y is 0, 1 into 0 is 0. Then we will be going with the third row with the second column, means 0 into sin y 0, 0 into cos y again 0, 1 into 0 again 0. When we add, we will get 0. Then third row with the third column, 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 0 again 0, plus 1 into 1 is 1. So 0 plus 1 we will be getting as 1. So that is the resultant matrix. Now when you look at this one, this is in the format cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. And we have learned a formula, cos of x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So this one we can write as cos of x plus y. And this also the somewhat similar format, but we have to take a minus outside. When we take a minus outside, we will be getting as cos x sin y plus sin x cos y. So that will be sin of x plus y, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y is sin of x plus y. For that you need to take a minus outside. So you will be getting minus of sin x plus y. Here when you check sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, the same thing, same sin of x plus y format. And here when you check sin x sin y plus here there is a minus sign, okay? That means cos x cos y minus sin x sin y means cos of x plus y. So in addition to these two, we have two more formulas that also I'm just recalling here, so that these four formulas together you can keep. Sin of x minus y is sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Cos of x minus y is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. These four formulas just note down and keep. Then let's rewrite it all this. So this one will be coming as I explained before, cos of x plus y. When you take a minus common outside, we will be getting as cos x sin y plus sin x cos y. That will be sin of x plus y, and there is a minus sign outside. Then this one, as it is directly, we can use the formula sin of x plus y. Here also same thing, cos x cos y minus sin x sin y is cos of x plus y. The remaining terms all are same like the previous one. So this is f of x into f of y. Now we have to go for f of x plus y. So f of x plus y means simple. Just instead of x, here x plus y is there. Instead of x, here f of x plus y is there. So replace x with x plus y. So that will be cos of x plus y minus sin of x plus y 0. Sin of x plus y, cos of x plus y 0, 0, 0, 1. So wherever x is there, we are replacing with the x plus y. So this is what we have got. Now when you compare these two, you can see both are same. So we can write f of x into f of y is equal to f of x plus y. So this is the result. Hence it is proved. So only thing what we have to note here is this is the portion. Here we need to apply the formula, these formulas. Okay. So once you know these formulas, this question is very easy for you. Move on to question number 14. Show that first question, matrix 5 minus 1 6 7 into matrix 2 1 3 4 is not equal to matrix 2 1 3 4 into 5 minus 1 6 7. Means here the order is changed. First matrix, here it is in second matrix on the right hand side, means AB is not equal to BA. This is what we have to prove. So if you consider this one as A and this one as B, you have to prove AB not equal to B. So let's take the left hand side, 5 minus 1 6 7 and 2 1 3 4 matrices. When we multiply first row with the first column, 5 into 2 minus 1 into 3 it's written, 5 into 1 minus 1 into 4 it's written, 6 into 2 plus 7 into 3 it's written, then 6 into 1 plus 7 into 4 it's written. So since it is a 2 by 2 matrix and it is, now you are quite familiar with the matrix multiplication, directly we are doing. So little bit of calculation here. When you do 5 into 2 is 10, 1 into 3 is 3, 10 minus 3. Next is 5 into 1 is 5, 1 into 4 is 4, 6 into 2 is 12, 7 into 3 is 21, 6 into 1 is 6, 7 into 4 is 28. Little bit of addition and subtractions here. 10 minus 3 is 7, 5 minus 4 is 1, 12 plus 21 is 33, 6 plus 28 is 34. So this is the left hand portion. Then when we go with the right hand, matrix 2 1 3 4 into 5 minus 1 6 7, order is changed. First row with the first column, first row with the second column, and so on we have to multiply. So 2 into 5 plus 1 into 6 it's written. Then first row with the second column, 2 into minus 1 plus 1 into 7 it's written. Then second row with the first column, 3 into 5 plus 4 into 6 it's written. Then second row with the second column, 3 into minus 1 plus 4 into 7 it's written. Then calculation, 2 into 5 is 10, 6 into 1 is 6, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 1 into 7 is 7, 3 into 5 is 15, 4 into 6 is 24, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, 4 into 7 is 28. Calculation, that is 10 plus 6 is 16, minus 2 plus 7 is 5, 15 plus 24 is 39, and 28 minus 3 is 25. It is quite clear the left hand side and the right hand side products are not equal. This is the left hand side matrix and this is the right hand side result. So when you check, these two are not equal, so we can write the statement as 5 minus 1 6 7 matrix 2 1 3 4 is not equal to matrix 2 1 3 4 into matrix 5 minus 1 6 7. Next we shall discuss question number 14, second part. There are two matrices are given on the left side and that product is not equal to the right hand product. That is what we have to prove. So left hand side, if you take matrix 1 2 3 0 1 0 1 1 0 into matrix minus 1 1 0 0 minus 1 1 2 3 4. So when we take the product, First row with the first column, when we multiply it, we will be getting as 1 into minus 1 plus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 2, that is written. Next is first row with the second column, that is 1 into 1 plus 2 into minus 1 plus 3 into 3, that's here. Next is first row with the third column, that is 1 into 0 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 4. Next is second row with the first column, 0 into minus 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 2, that is mentioned here. Next is second row with the second column, 0 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 plus 0 into 3, that is here. Next is second row with the third column, that is 0 into 0 plus 1 into 1 plus 0 into 4. Next is third row with the first column, 1 into minus 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 2, that is mentioned here. Next is 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 plus 0 into 3, that is also here. Next is the last element, third row with the third column, that is 1 into 0 plus 1 into 4 plus 0 into 4, that is also mentioned. Just close the bracket. Next we will do the calculation, that is 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1 plus 0 plus 6, that is 6 minus 1, 5, it's mentioned here. Next is 1 minus 2 plus 9, so 9 plus 1, 10, 10 minus 2 is 8, it is mentioned here. Here it is 0 plus 2 plus 12, so 12 plus 2 is 14. Next is minus 1 plus 1, sorry, 0 into minus 1 is 0 plus 1 into 0 is 0 plus 0 into 2 is 0, so entire term is 0, that is mentioned here. Next is here 0 minus 1 plus 0, that means minus 1. Next is 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is 1 here. Next is minus 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is minus 1. 1 minus 1 plus 0, that is 0. Next is 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is 1. So this is the left hand side product. Then we will go with the right hand one, matrices are written. Then we will go for individual element calculation. First row with the first column, minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 1, that is mentioned here. First row with the second column, minus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1 plus 0 into 1, that is mentioned. First row with the third column, that is minus 1 into 3 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0, that is mentioned. Next is second row with the first column, 0 into 1 plus minus 1 into 0 plus 1 into 1, that is mentioned here. Next is second row with the second column, second row with the second column, 0 into 2 plus minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1, that is mentioned here. Next is second row with the third column, 0 into 3 plus minus 1 into 0 plus 1 into 0, that is mentioned. Next is third row with the first column, 2 into 1 plus 3 into 0 plus 4 into 1, that is mentioned here. Next is 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1 plus 4 into 1, that is also mentioned. Next is the last element, that means third row with the third column, 2 into 3 plus 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0, that is mentioned here. Close the bracket. We'll do the calculation. Here it is minus 1 plus 0 plus 0, that means minus 1. Here it is minus 2 plus 1 plus 0. So minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Next is minus 3 plus 0 plus 0, that means minus 3. Then here 0 plus 0 plus 1, that is 1 here. Then next is 0 minus 1 plus 1, that means again 0. Then here it is 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is 0. Then here it is 2 plus 0 plus 4, so 4 plus 2 is 6. The next is 4 plus 3 plus 1, so 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. Here it is 6 plus 0 plus 0, that is 6. So it is quite clear when you check the products, they are not equal. So we can come to the conclusion that the given products are not equal. So matrix 1, 2, 3, matrix 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 into matrix minus 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 is not equal to matrix minus 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 into matrix 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Next we shall discuss question number 15. The question is find a square minus 5a plus 6i if a is equal to matrix 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 0. This is somewhat easy question and also important. So here we are asked to find out a square minus 5a plus 6i. Here I is the identity matrix. The given matrix is of order 3 by 3. So identity matrix also is of order 3 or 3 by 3. So here a square we need to calculate. A square calculation time you need to be careful, because a square we can calculate as a into a, product of two matrices. We have to do the calculation. So a square, simply don't square each number like 2 square, 0 square, 1 square and all. That is a usual calculation when some students used to do. But that means your calculation will be wrong and you will not be getting the correct answer. A square means you have to go with a into a. So a into a, when you write a, we have written 2 times, then product we have to take first row with the first column. So when you do the first row with the first column, 2 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 1, that is written. Next is 2 into 0, 0 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1, that is written. Next is 2 into 1 plus 0 into 3 plus 1 into 0, that is also mentioned. Second row with the first column, 2 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 3 into 1, that is mentioned here. Second row with the second column, 2 into 0 plus 1 into 1 plus 3 into minus 1, that is mentioned. Next is second row with the third column, 2 into 1 plus 1 into 3 plus 3 into 0, that is also mentioned here. Next is third row with the first column, 1 into 2 plus minus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 1, that is written. Next is third row with the second column, 1 into 0 plus minus 1 into 1 plus 0 into minus 1, that is mentioned here. Third row with the third column, the last element, 1 into 1 plus minus 1 into 3 plus 0 into 0, that is mentioned here. So we will go for the calculation. Here 4 plus 0 plus 1, it's mentioned. 0 plus 0 minus 1, it's mentioned. 2 plus 0 plus 0, it's mentioned. Then 4 plus 2 plus 3, it's here. Next is 0 plus 1 plus minus 3, so it's written. 2 plus 3 plus 0, it's mentioned here. 2 minus 2 plus 0, it's here. Next is 0 minus 1 plus 0, it's mentioned here. 1 minus 3 plus 0, that is here. We'll go for the final calculation. 4 plus 1 is 5. Here 0 plus 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Then here it is 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Here 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. Here it is only minus 1. Here 1 minus 3 is minus 2. That the value of a square. Next we have to go for a square minus 5a plus 6i. So simple calculation, a square, it is here, we have taken from this one. So a square is written minus 5 into a. A is 201, 213 minus 10, the given matrix. Then next is plus 6i. 6 into I. I is an identity matrix. Identity matrix means the diagonal elements will be 1 and the rest of the elements will be 0. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So here the given matrix is of order 3 by 3. The identity matrix is also, you have to write in 3 by 3 order. Next is here scalar multiplication, and here also scalar multiplication that we have to do. So first matrix is same. Second one, scalar, when you multiply inside, 5 into 2 10, 5 into 0 0, 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 2 10, 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into minus 1 minus 5, 5 into 0 is 0. Here this 6, if you take inside, 6 into 1 is 6, 0 0, 0 6 0, 0 0 6. Means wherever 1 is there, just multiply with 6, it will be coming as 6. So just subtraction and addition. So what we have to do is first element, that is 5 minus 10. 5 minus 10 is minus 5. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1. Next is second element, minus 1 minus 0. Minus 1 minus 0 is minus 1. Then minus 1 plus 0, that is minus 1. Next is 2 minus 5, that is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 0 is minus 3. Next is 9 minus 10, that is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. Next is minus 2 minus 5, that is minus 7. Minus 7 plus minus 7 plus 6. Minus 7 plus 6 is minus 1. Next is 5 minus 15. 5 minus 15 is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 0 is minus 10. Next is 0 minus 5. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. Minus 5 plus 0 is minus 5. It is mentioned here. Next is minus 1 minus minus 5. That is minus 1 plus 5. Minus 1 plus 5 is 4. 4 plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. Next is the last element, minus 2 minus 0. That is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 6 is 4. So that is the answer for a square minus 5a plus 6i. Next we shall discuss question number 16. If A is equal to matrix 1 0 2 0 2 1 2 0 3, prove that a cube minus 6a square plus 7a plus 2i is equal to 0. Just like the previous question, only one difference is instead of a square, here a cube is there first term. So here we should think of a cube, how we have to calculate a cube. As we have discussed before, for a square means we have multiplied a 2 times, a into a. So because two matrices only we can multiply at a time. So here please note that a cube means not cubing the individual terms. A cube means we have to go for a square into a first, then only two matrices will be coming. So a square into a means first of all you have to calculate a square. So a square is a into a. This is what the first one we have to do. So a into a means here first a into again a we have written. Then first row with the first column. When we go with the calculation, 1 into 1 is 1 plus 0 into 0 is 0 plus 2 into 2 is 4. Next is first row with the second column. 1 into 0 1 plus 0 into 2 0 plus 2 into 0 0, that is mentioned. Next is 1 into 2 2 plus 0 into 1 is 0 plus 2 into 3 is 6, that is mentioned here. Next is second row with the first column, that is 0 into 1 is 0 plus 2 into 0 0 plus 1 into 2 is 2, that is mentioned. Second row with the second column, 0 into 0 plus 2 into 2 4 plus 1 into 0 is 0, that is mentioned. 0 into 2 is 0 plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 into 3 is 3, that is mentioned. Third row we have to take 2 into 1 2 plus 0 into 0 0 plus 3 into 2 is 6 is mentioned. 2 into 0 0 plus 2 into 0 0 plus 3 into 0 0 again mentioned. 3 into 2 is 6 plus 3 into 1 is 1 plus 3 into 3 is 9, that is mentioned. So close the bracket. We'll do the calculation. Here 4 plus 1 is 5. Here all terms 0. Here 2 plus 6 is 8. Here all two terms 0 and 1 2 is there. When we add we will get 2. Here it is 4 will be coming. Here the sum is 5 and here the sum is 8. It is mentioned. Here entire term is 0, that is mentioned. 4 plus 9 is 30. So a square we have got. We need a cube. A square also we want. Again first term is a cube. A cube means a square into a. So a square we have here. So just multiply with a. So we have written a square value is here and a value is here. It is given to us. Again multiplication. First row with the first column. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 0 into 0 is 0 plus 8 into 2 is 16. It's mentioned. 5 into 0 0 0 into 2 0 plus 8 into 0 0, entire term is 0. Next is 5 into 2 10 plus 0 into 1 is 0 plus 8 into 3 is 24. It's mentioned. Then we'll start with the second row. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 4 into 0 is 0 plus 5 into 2 is 10. It's mentioned. Second row with the second column. 2 into 0 0 plus 4 into 2 8 plus 5 into 0 0. It's mentioned. Then second row with the third column. 2 into 2 4 plus 4 into 1 4 plus 5 into 3 15. Next is third row with the first column. 8 into 1 is 8 plus 0 into 0 0 plus 13 into 3 is 26. It's mentioned. Third row with the second column. 8 into 0 0 plus 0 into 2 0 plus 13 into 0 0. Next is third row with the third column. 8 into 2 16 plus 0 into 1 is 0 plus 13 into 3 is 39. It's mentioned. Close the bracket. Let's go for addition. 5 plus 16 21. Here entire term is 0. So 10 plus 0 plus 24, that is 34. Then 2 plus 10 is 12. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 15 is 23. Then 8 plus 26 is 34. Here entire term is 0. Then 16 plus 39 is 55. So we have got a cube also. All the requirements we have calculated. So just we have to go for finding the equation. A cube minus 6a square plus 7a plus 2y is equal to, this is not 0 actually, this is O, means 0 matrix. So this is an English alphabet O, not 0. So we have to go for finding the answer and we should get it as 0 matrix. So 0 matrix only we will represent as O. So when we do the calculation here, just substitute a cube value. A cube value is this one. Just we have substituted here. Minus 6a square. Minus 6 into a square value is this one. We have substituted. Plus 7 into a. So 7 into a matrix. It is given to us, that we have substituted. Plus 2 into I. So here I is an identity matrix of order 3 by 3 because the given matrix is of order 3 by 3. So plus 2 into identity matrix, we know that the diagonal elements are 1 and the rest of the elements are 0. Here coming scalar multiplication, the last 3 matrices. So we will do for the calculation. First matrix as it is, we have to multiply 6 with each element. 6 into 5 30, 6 into 0 0, 6 into 8 48, 6 into 2 12, 6 into 4 24, 6 into 5 30, 6 into 8 48, 6 into 0 0, 6 into 13 is 78. Here we have to multiply each element with 7 because 7 is outside. 7 into 1 is 7, 7 into 0 0, 7 into 2 14, 7 into 0 0, 7 into 2 14, 7 into 1 is 7, then 7 into 2 14, 7 into 0 0, 7 into 3 is 21. Here 2 is outside, scalar, just multiply inside. So the diagonal elements all 1 will be changed to 2 because 2 into 1 is 2. Now this all calculation we can do it together. We will be getting as 21 minus 30. 21 minus 30 is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 7, that is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Next is 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0. This is 0. The next is 34 minus 48 plus 14 plus 0. We'll be getting 0. Next is 12 minus 12 is 0 plus 0 plus 0. Entire term is 0. Next is 8 minus 24 plus 14 plus 2, that is equal to 0. If you are feeling difficulty in mental calculation, just do like this. Like this, one more step we can add, then we can complete. Then likewise each term, 23 minus 30 plus 7 plus 0, that is equal to 0. 34 minus 48 plus 14 plus 0, that is equal to 0. 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0, entire term is 0. Next is 55 minus 78 plus 21 plus 2, that is also 0. So entire elements we are getting 0 because we want to prove that we are getting a 0 matrix. It is quite clear this is a 0 matrix, so that is equal to O, hence the proof. Move on to question number 17. The question is, if A is equal to matrix 3 minus 2 4 minus 2 and I is equal to matrix 1 0 0 1, find K so that A square minus Ka minus 2i. So A square is equal to Ka minus 2i. This is a given statement or equation. So just to find out A square and just substitute it in this equation, and you will be getting two matrices. Left side one matrix and right side another matrix. The two matrices will be equal. So when two matrices are equal means their corresponding elements will be equal. So equating any corresponding element from the matrix, find out the value of K. So K is a scalar quantity here. So just try this question as homework. Next we shall discuss question number 18. The question is, if A is equal to matrix 0 minus tan alpha by 2 tan alpha by 2 0 and I is the identity matrix of order 2, show that I plus A is equal to I minus A into matrix cos alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. As far as the difficulty level is concerned, this is one of the difficult question because there are some formulas also we have to use, trigonometric formula also we have to use. This is not a traditional method of solving question, so we have to think something out of the box. So these type of questions you have to mark it and study or practice 2 or 3 times extra, then only you will be able to solve these type of questions in the examination. So in advance I am telling you need to take utmost care while solving this question. So here we are asked to find out or asked to prove this statement. So A is mentioned, I is also given to us. So I plus A, that is our left hand part, that is what we are going to start. Left hand side we have taken I is an identity matrix and A is a given matrix. So let's substitute I 1 0 0 1 plus A is a given matrix. Just a simple addition, just to do 1 plus 0, that is 0. Then 1 plus 0 is 1, it's mentioned. 0 plus minus tan alpha by 2, that is minus tan alpha by 2. 0 plus tan alpha by 2, that is tan alpha by 2. 1 plus 0, that is 1. Label it as equation number 1. The left hand side is very simple and we have calculated. Then we have to go for the right hand part. So here always there are some problems we need to do in a different way. So first of all, left hand side we have to write I minus A into the given matrix cos alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. Here I is an identity matrix, A is a given matrix. Let's substitute. And after substitution, inside the bracket, this bracket I minus A we have to do first. Let it be here the same thing we will do in the next step. So first I am going to do with this bracket. So 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1. Then 0 minus tan alpha by 2. 0 minus tan alpha by 2. That is plus tan alpha by 2. 0 minus tan alpha by 2. That is minus tan alpha by 2. 1 minus 0. That is 1. Another matrix we are just keeping it same. Means when you multiply these two, we have to get this answer. This is what we need because we have to prove that left hand side and right hand side are equal. Right hand side simply we calculated left hand side, and here when you check, right hand side is something in different format. Left hand side we need only 1 and tan alpha by 2, but here on the right hand side 1 and tan alpha by 2 is there in the first matrix, but on the another matrix it is having cos alpha sin alpha cos alpha. these terms are not required for our answer, means we need to change this one. In trigonometry, we have learned double of angle formulas, that means cos 2 theta, sin 2 theta and all in terms of tan. So that is what we are going to do first. So sin 2 theta, we have learned the formula 2 sin theta by 1 plus tan square theta. This is double of the angle 2 theta. But we want here theta only, alpha only we need. 2 is not there. That means half we have to take from here. So sin 2 theta, half if you take, it will be coming as sin theta. And here theta is there, that theta will be coming as half. Because 2 theta, half we have taken as theta. Here theta is given half, if you take theta by 2 will be coming. 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. Likewise, cos also having a formula, cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. And here we want cos alpha, means not double of angle, it is a single angle here. So 2 theta can change to theta by taking half. So cos theta is equal to this theta also we have to change half, means theta by 2. 1 minus tan square theta by 2 by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. And now here when you do the multiplication, if you take all these heavy terms inside, the calculation will be little bit of difficult and confusing. So I'm just changing this one to a single alphabet. So tan square theta by 2 I'm using as t. So put t is equal to tan alpha by 2, because here angle is in alpha, so I'm taking t is equal to tan alpha by 2. That means this will be coming as sin alpha is equal to 2 this tan alpha by 2, means here formula, that's why I'm using theta by 2. So tan alpha by 2 will be coming t, so 2t by 1 plus t square. And this formula will be changing as cos alpha is equal to 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. What I have done is t I have substituted for tan alpha by 2. Now we will take this portion and we will substitute. That is equal to 1 minus tan alpha by 2 is t. Then here also tan alpha by 2 t, if you put minus t will be coming. So here cos alpha we are changing as 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square, it's mentioned. Sin alpha we are changing as 2t by 1 plus t square, there is a minus sign, so will be coming as minus 2t by 1 plus t square. The same calculation here also, sin alpha is 2t by 1 plus t square and cos alpha is 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. Now when you check on the second matrix, denominator everywhere 1 plus t square is there, so we can take it as common. 1 by 1 plus t square I have taken outside. So when I take this one outside, first matrix I didn't take anything, it remains the same. Second matrix, denominator is all came out, here it is there. So only numerator is balanced. 1 minus t square, it is here, minus 2t, it is here. Then here it is 2t, it is mentioned, and 1 minus t square. Now it is calculation, very simply we can do it, because almost the difficult terms are out. Now inside the brackets or inside the matrices there are terms which is easy to handle. That is equal to 1 by 1 plus t square into, when we do the calculation, first row with the first column. First row with the first column means 1 into 1 minus t square, that is 1 minus t square, plus t into 2t, that is 2t square. Remember the way we take first row with the first column. Next is first row with the second column, 1 into minus 2t, that is minus 2t. Then 1 into 1 minus t square, that is, sorry, 1, it is not 1, t into 1 minus t square. So t into 1 is t, t into t square is t cube. So t minus t cube is mentioned. Next, second row you have to take minus t into 1 minus t square. When you multiply, minus t into 1 is minus t into minus t square is plus t cube. Then next is 1 into 2t, that is mentioned here, 2t. Next, second row with the second column, minus into minus plus, t into 2t is 2t square. Then 1 into 1 minus t square is 1 minus t square. So calculation is quite simple here. But instead, if you use this 1 minus tan square alpha, 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 and 1 plus tan square alpha by 2 and all, little bit the confusion will be coming. That's why we have changed into t. That is equal to 1 by 1 plus t square into, here 1 minus t square plus 2t square. Here minus t square is there, here plus 2t square is there. When you do the calculation, it will be coming as plus t square. So 1 plus t square we have got. Next is here minus 2t plus 2t. Minus 2t plus 2t is minus t. Then here minus t cube as it is. Next is minus t plus 2t. Minus t plus 2t is t plus t cube. It is mentioned here. Next is 2t square minus t square. 2t square minus t square is t square plus 1. It is mentioned. Now little more simplified. Again, what we have to do is 1 by 1 plus t square into, here 1 plus t square, it is mentioned, nothing can be taken as common. Here there is a t common. When we take minus t outside, first term minus t, out is outside, only one balance. From here minus t outside means plus t square is balance, it is mentioned. And in these two terms also there is t common. If you take outside, t into 1 plus t square will be coming. Here nothing common as it is. Now when we look at entire term inside, there is 1 plus t square is common. Let it be out. So 1 plus t square by 1 plus t square, because 1 plus t square we have taken and came here in the numerator. Then balance inside the bracket or inside the matrix, first term is 1 because 1 plus t square is outside. And here there is minus t, it is mentioned. Here there is plus t, it is mentioned here. Then 1 plus t square here gone out, it is 1 balance. So here 1 plus t square, 1 plus t square, if you cancel, if you want, we will just show the calculation. 1 plus t square and 1 plus t square is cancelled. Then we will be getting the balance as 1 minus t. Minus t means here it is t we have to replace, minus tan alpha by 2. Then here it is plus t. Plus t means tan alpha by 2. And here there is 1. So when you look at this one, the color changed to 1. This is 1 minus tan alpha by 2, tan alpha by 2, 1. Here also same thing. So these left hand side and right hand side we have got equal, and this is the proof. Move on to question number 19. The question is, a trust fund has rupees 30,000 that must be invested in two different types of bonds. The first bond pays 5% interest per year and the second bond pays 7% interest per year. Using matrix multiplication, determine how to divide rupees 30,000 among the two types of bonds if the trust fund must obtain an annual total interest of, first one rupees 1,800 and second one rupees 2,000. Here this is a application level questions of matrix, and matrix multiplication here we are using. So this is a daily life question, and this is the way we are going to use matrices in daily life. A trust fund has rupees 30,000. So total 30,000 is there with them. They are planning to invest in two different types of bonds. So two types of bonds are there. They are planning to invest rupees 30,000 into these two types of bonds. So here the first bond pays 5% interest per year. So first bond, whatever it is paying 5% interest, and the second bond pays 7% interest. First bond is having 5% and the 7% is for the second bond. So they are giving in interest for a particular year. So determine how to divide rupees 30,000 among the two types of bond if the trust fund must obtain an annual total interest of rupees 1,800. So for 30,000 they are planning to invest it for two different funds, and they need an interest of rupees 1,800. Then which are the two ways they can invest? And another one is they need rupees 2,000 as annual interest. If they want to get rupees 2,000 as annual interest, in which are the two different ways they are planning to invest this rupees 30,000? So here first let the invest amount on the first bond is rupees X. So total is 30,000. So we don't know which way they are planning to divide. So that is an unknown quantity. That's why first bond they are planning to invest we are considering as rupees X. And investment for the second bond is rupees 30,000 minus X. And here when we add X and 30,000 minus X, we will be getting the total amount rupees 30,000. So they have divided into two parts. First one is X, another one is 30,000 minus X. And we are taking the first matrix as the amount which they are planning to invest, and we will be writing as column matrix. So X first element, 30,000 minus X is the second matrix. So how we have taken in the sense they are investing X amount and 30,000 minus X is another amount, and first element is for the first bond and the second element is for the second bond. This we are writing in column matrix. And the next one is interest. Based on the interest only they are investing. First bond interest rate is 5%, and the second bond interest rate is 7%. So this is the way it is a raw matrix, and the first bond invest is the first element, and the interest on the second bond is the second element. So this we are taking as raw matrix. First one we have taken as column matrix. If you want to reverse it also, no problem. This one we can write it as column matrix, and this one we can write it as a row matrix. That is also not a problem. So here 5% means 5 by 100 and 7% means 7 by 100. We have written in fraction format. So total annual interest means interest per bond into investment per bond. So how much you are investing, that amount into the interest means you will get the annual interest. So here 1,800 is the first amount they want to get as interest. So interest per bond matrix, if you take, that is this one. 5 by 100 and 7 by 100 are the elements into investment per bond. Investment per bond we have considered as matrix format, this one. So X and 30,000 minus X are the elements. So this is a row matrix and this is a column matrix, and this is a product of two matrices. So that is 1,800 is equal to, when we multiply first row with the first column, means we will be getting only one element here. First row, first column means 5 by 100 into X plus 7 by 100 into 30,000 minus X. So this is what the multiplication element. So now we have got, even though it is a matrix format, but we can consider it as a single element because these two are equal. Means their corresponding elements will be equal. Based on that we can take this statement. Matrix symbol we can avoid here. Then when we do the calculation, 5x plus 7 into 30,000 minus x is equal to this 100 we will be considering as common LCM, and we will be multiplying into here. So 1,800 into 100, this denominator hundreds will be coming here. So we will be getting as 5x into 5x plus 7 into 30,000 minus x is equal to 1,800 into 100. Then 5x plus, remove the bracket, 7 into 3 is 21, then there are 4 zeros, it is written here. 7 into x is 7x, and there is a minus sign, is equal to 1800 into 100 is 18, thereafter 1 2 3 4 zeros, here there are 4 zeros, that's why we put. Then 5x minus 7x, coefficient one side, constant we are bringing to another side. So 180,000 minus 210,000. So when we subtract these two, 5x minus 7x is minus 2x, and when we subtract these two terms we will be getting as 30,000. Then from here x we can calculate, minus 30,000 divided by minus 2, that is equal to 15,000. So x is 15,000. So first bond investment is rupees x, that is rupees 15,000, and second bond investment is 7% which we are getting, that is 30,000 minus x, that is 30,000 minus x value is 15,000, that is equal to 15,000. So this is the way we have got the answers. Now the second part of question number 19, that is they need to get an interest of rupees 2,000. This part you will do it as homework. Move on to question number 20. The question is, the bookshop of a particular school has 10 dozen chemistry books, 8 dozen physics books, and 10 dozen economics books. Their selling prices are rupees 80, rupees 60, and rupees 40 each respectively. Find the total amount the bookshop will receive from selling the books using matrix algebra. So this is also another application level question of matrices. So this is the way we are going to use matrices in daily life. Here some complex questions we will be able to calculate in an easy manner. That's what the use of matrix algebra. So here the number of chemistry books, it is mentioned here 10 dozen. The bookshop of a particular school has 10 dozen chemistry books. 10 dozen means 12 numbers. If 12 numbers, if you take a group, then we call it as 1 dozen. So here 10 dozen means 10 into 12, because 12 numbers represent 1 dozen. So 10 into 12 is 120. The number of physics book is 8 dozen, means 8 into 12, that is 96 in numbers. Next is number of economics books, that is 10 dozen. So 10 into 12 we will be getting 120 numbers. So let matrix A denote the number of books per subject, means these are the number of books per subject. That is A is equal to row matrix, we can write 120, 96, 120. Then here when we arrange it, the first element is chemistry book, second element is physics, and the third element is economics. So according to the given order we have taken. Then Matrix B denote the selling price of books per subject. Matrix B is selling price of books per subject. Here selling price is given rupees 80, rupees 60, rupees 40. So that we have to write as column matrix because first one we have taken as row. B is equal to matrix 80, 60 and 40. So here how we have arranged means 80 first element for chemistry, because here also first element is chemistry. So here also first element should be belongs to chemistry, and second here it is physics, so here also second element should be physics, and here it is third element is economics, so here also third element is economics. Make sure that first one is row means second one should be column. If you reverse the order also, it's not a matter. So total amount the shopkeeper receives, as we know that total amount will be number of books into selling price. So one book amount into total number of books, we will get the total number of amount. So here number of books in matrix format, it is 120, 96, 120 in row matrix format. Selling price is 80, 60, 40, it is in column matrix format, just to multiply it. So here also row and column, there is only one row and one column, means we will be getting only one element in the resultant matrix. That means 120 into 80 plus 96 into 60 plus 120 into 40 we have written. So when we add these elements, we will be getting as 9600 plus 96 into 60 is 5760. 120 into 40, that is 12 into 4, 48, so 4800. Here matrix notation we can remove, it's not a problem. So when we add 9600 and 5760 and 4800, we will be getting as 20,160. So here either you can do mental calculation or simply write and add, which one is convenient for you, that way you can do it. So here the total amount the shopkeeper receives is 20,160. So let's write the final answer. The amount received by the shopkeeper is rupees 20,160. Move on to question number 21. Assume X, Y, Z, W and P are matrices of order 2 by N, 3 by K, 2 by P, N by 3 and P by K respectively. So these are the orders. First matrix X order is 2 by N, second matrix Y order is 3 by K, third matrix Z the order is 2 by P, fourth matrix W the order is N by 3 and the last matrix P order is P by K. So the orders are given. The restriction on N, K and P, so that Py plus Wy will be defined R. So here the restriction on N, K and P. So here N, K and P, there are some restrictions are there. So that Py plus Wyb will be defined R. Here Py product of two matrices, Wy product of another two matrices, their sum. So as we know that when we are multiplying two matrices, their order should have some relation. Simply we cannot multiply any two matrices. And while adding two matrices, both the matrices should have the same order. Same way, while multiplying the matrices, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So these are the restrictions. So here the restriction on N, K and P, we have to find out what are those restrictions. It's a multiple choice question and there are 4 options are given. We have to choose the appropriate one. So here let's check, because we need Py first. So here order of P means is the last matrix. So last matrix order is P by K, it's mentioned. Next is here Y, Py. So order of Y we can calculate. Y means the second matrix is 3 by K. Now when you check, the first matrix order is P by K we are writing, and the second matrix order is 3 by K, and remember these two are we are multiplying. When we are multiplying, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. That means here K should be equal to 3. So that is what here we are going to do. K is equal to 3. If K is equal to 3, only this Py is possible. Multiplication of P and Y matrices possible. Next, Py should be in order P by K, and here Py should be in order P by K means here P, we know that this is our number of rows and this is our number of columns. So when we are going for calculating the order of the resultant matrix, we used to take these two elements, these two numbers, that means P and K. That's what here it is mentioned. Py should be of order P by K. So next we are going to do the another part, that means order of, here you can see Wy. Wy is the next product. So first W we have to take, the order of W is n by 3. W is here fourth matrix. So here 1, 2, 3, fourth matrix is n by 3 orders, it's written. Next is order of Y. So order of Y we have taken before also, it is 3 by K. Now when you check, we will check the whether the multiplication is possible or not. That means you can see here n by 3 is the order of first matrix and another matrix order is 3 by K. So here matrix multiplication is possible because 3 and 3 are equal. Number of columns of the first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix are equal. That means we can say Wy, the product, they are having the order n by K. See here, this is n and this is K. But matrix multiplication is possible because these two elements are equal. So the resultant matrix will have an order n by K, it's mentioned. So Py plus Wy. Py is having order P by K and Wy is having n by K. So Py of order P by K plus Wy of order n by K is possible if, means this is addition now. When two matrices are adding, their order should be equal. Same order matrices only we can add. That means P by K should be equal to n by K. These two orders should be equal. So when you check here, there are common elements on the left hand side, K and K. So these two common elements we can cancel and P is equal to n, we will be getting the answer. So P is equal to n. When you check here the option, P is equal to n is here and K is equal to 3. We have got here K is equal to 3 before. So the option is this one. So the correct option is A, option A. Next we shall discuss the last question, question number 22. Assume X, Y, Z, W and P are matrices of order 2 by n, 3 by K, 2 by P, n by 3 and P by K respectively. If n is equal to P, then the order of the matrix 7x minus 5z. Somewhat similar to the previous question. Here we have to find out the order of the matrix 7x minus 5z. There are four options are given. First option is P by 2, second option is 2 by n, third option is n by 3 and the fourth option is P by n. So this question you will try it as homework. Dear students, today we have completed exercise 3.2 and I request all the students to go through all these problems which we have discussed and note down your doubts and please feel free to ask in the discussion session. Thank you for watching.